Some of the loudest cries for help are completely silent. They don't show up as breakdowns or dramatic moments. They hide in everyday behaviors, in habits we often praise, in traits we mistake for strength. Today, we're looking at the behaviors that seem normal on the surface, but can quietly signal a mind under strain. The first is always being the strong one. We all know this person. The reliable one, the emotional anchor, the person who holds everything together when things fall apart. But the one who never asked for help may be the one who needs it most. Many people living with high-functioning depression or anxiety work overtime to appear fine. They smile first, they joke first, they carry other people's weight without complaint. This is sometimes called smiling depression, a state where someone appears emotionally steady while privately depleted. Not just tired, emotionally exhausted. They keep going because stopping feels dangerous, because being needed feels safer than being honest. Mental health research consistently shows that withdrawal, pulling back internally while maintaining a strong exterior, can be a serious warning sign. Strength, in these cases, isn't a personality trait. It's a coping mechanism, a carefully constructed mask designed to keep the world from seeing how close the ground really is. Next is constant apologizing. You know the pattern. Sorry for speaking. Sorry for asking. Sorry for existing slightly too loudly. This habit is often rooted in anxiety, trauma, or chronic self-blame. It can develop in environments where mistakes weren't tolerated or where safety depended on staying agreeable. What sounds like politeness is often fear. Fear of being a burden, fear of upsetting someone, fear of taking up space. Excessive guilt is a common psychological marker of distress, and over time, that constant apologizing sends a quiet message to the self. I don't believe I deserve to be here. The good news is that these patterns can be unlearned. Therapeutic approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy help people identify and challenge this internal narrative, replacing self-erasure with self-respect. Another quiet sign is losing interest in everything. Everyone feels unmotivated sometimes, but when nothing feels enjoyable anymore, that's different. Food loses its appeal, hobbies gather dust, social plans feel meaningless. This is known as anhedonia, the brain's reduced ability to experience pleasure. It isn't laziness, it isn't a lack of gratitude. It's the nervous system struggling to register reward and connection. Clinically, withdrawal from once enjoyed activities is a core symptom of depression. Life doesn't feel painful, it feels flat, colorless, muted. Neuroscience continues to explore treatments that target the brain's reward pathways directly, offering hope to those who feel emotionally numb. The key point is this: loss of interest is not a moral failing, it's a signal. Then there's perfectionism. From the outside, it looks impressive, organized, disciplined, in control, but beneath the polish is often anxiety. Perfectionism isn't a pursuit of excellence, it's a fear management strategy. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of losing control in an unpredictable world. That constant pressure creates cycles of over-preparation, last-minute stress, and burnout. It's one of the most overlooked mental health red flags, disguised as ambition while quietly eroding well-being. Sometimes that internal strain doesn't turn inward, it spills outward. Some people experiencing depression don't look sad, they look irritable. Short tempers, low patience, disproportionate reactions to small frustrations. This is especially common in teenagers and in men, where emotional pain often surfaces as frustration rather than tears. It isn't just moodiness. Persistent irritability is associated with more severe emotional distress and higher overall mental strain. Often, it's sadness with nowhere safe to go.
When even that becomes exhausting, the system shifts again into retreat. Canceling plans occasionally is normal. Consistently withdrawing is not. This isn't introversion. It's often a response to overwhelm, burnout, or emotional numbing. People don't pull away because they've stopped caring. They pull away because explaining how they feel takes more energy than they have. In a hyper-connected world, this is complicated further. Excessive social media use can increase loneliness by replacing real connection with shallow engagement. Withdrawal becomes a form of self-protection. That same overload shows up in decision-making. Simple choices, what to eat, where to go, suddenly feel impossible. This isn't laziness, it's decision fatigue. When mental resources are consumed by internal battles, even small choices feel heavy. The mind is tired. Taken together, these behaviors, the perfectionism, the irritability, the silence, the humor, the over-apologizing, are not isolated flaws. They are signals. They are the quiet language of a system under strain. And one of the most misunderstood signals of all is humor. We all know the person who can joke about anything, the one who keeps the mood light, the one who laughs first. Humor is powerful, but when it becomes the only response, it can function as armor. Psychology refers to this as the sad clown paradox, using humor to deflect vulnerability and keep pain hidden. This kind of humor serves several functions: to avoid uncomfortable questions, to keep emotional distance, to mask wounds that feel unsafe to show. Research suggests that relying on self-defeating humor can increase loneliness over time. The joke works in the moment, but isolation grows quietly underneath. Sometimes the funniest person in the room is also the loneliest. Another protective behavior is catastrophizing. This isn't pessimism, it's a survival response. When someone has been hurt repeatedly, the brain may stay locked in threat detection mode, constantly scanning for the worst-case scenario. It's not negativity for its own sake, it's vigilance that hasn't learned how to stand down. Recognizing these behaviors, in others and in ourselves, isn't about labeling or diagnosing, it's about compassion. If someone came to mind while listening to this, consider reaching out. Even a simple message can matter more than you realize. And if one of these patterns felt uncomfortably familiar, know this: needing support doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're human. Asking for help isn't weakness, it's awareness. If this helped you see beneath the surface, subscribe for more psychological clarity. And remember, compassion often changes lives long before treatment ever begins.